Virgos, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for September 26th through the 2nd of October 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link down below because the signs are different. All right, so Virgos, this week we have a new moon in your sign, and happy birthday for those of you watching for your sun signs who have your birthdays this week. But in either case, whether you're watching for your moon or your ascendant, it is certainly new beginnings for you all. This is the new moon in that first house, conjoining up to Jupiter, which has been helping you see the potentials and possibilities in life. Over the past roughly month, you've had Jupiter shift into your first house, helping you expand your horizons, see those possibilities, those potentials. And a lot of it has to do with your independence. A lot of you are perhaps feeling a bit emphasized there with your independence, maybe pursuing your goals, your ambitions, your drives, those things that you want in life, and fulfilling those personal needs of yours. So a lot of positive energy for this. I think it's an excellent time to set new intentions for the next year. You know, not only for the next 30 days of this lunar cycle, but the next year of your solar cycle. And anything having to do with your independence and self, I think is certainly in alignment. But you know, the first house is all about life. It's everything in life. So that's what makes it such a powerful time for setting those intentions and perhaps moving some things forward. Now, the new moon will be on Friday, so it will take some time for this new moon to unfold. In fact, we'll probably notice most of that going into next week. And as we approach that, we will be in the balsamic phase, so it is a good week to retreat a bit, reflect on things, especially with the moon in the 12th leading up to it. So it's a good time to let the energies die down a bit, maybe do some of the internal reflection and meditation on what these new intentions might be. But yeah, after that new moon on Friday, things can certainly be moving forward for you. And I think it's good to be flexible, try new things, and see where things take you going into this month and really the next year. So at the beginning of the week, the sun will be conjoining up to Jupiter in the first. So although it will be the balsamic phase, this lowering of energy, you may be seeing some potentials, some possibilities there, and maybe feeling a bit, like you can expand those horizons and cultivate those things that you enjoy in life. So by all means, that's a great place to focus. Could be inspiring. I think when these kinds of easy aspects take place, I think a lot of it does depend on us moving those energies forward. But I think a good way of moving those energies forward is perhaps thinking about and reflecting on, again, what you want to see over the next 12 months. So Pluto is also going direct. I also want to mention this, and this has been in your fourth house. So things could be shifting for some of you with your home, your family, and your health this week. And this can be very deep, very transformative, as it has been over many years. But the key here with this is always about letting go of any unhealthy patterns having to do with those areas of life, home, family, or health. Any old belief systems, stripping them away with Pluto and Sagittarius. And that's helping you free up your life here so you can have good, healthy home life, personal life, and health. Now, Mars has recently shifted into here, I do want to mention. So there is motivation, there is drive, I think, when you are cultivating your personal life. Mars likes to be at the top of the chart, so a lot of you might be feeling a bit of lowering of energy, even though there's a lot of concentration in your first house. But a good way of working with that is to channel that energy into those sentiments, into your personal life, your home life, family life, into your health. And that can be a great source of energy and motivation for you. All right, so that'll be this week generally with Pluto going direct, then that new moon on Friday. I also want to mention that over the weekend, Mercury will be shifting into that first house. So, things have been, over the past month, very spiritual, very transformative. A lot of it's been about releasing and surrender, which was all that 12th house eclipse energy. And now Mercury, the last of the planets to leave that 12th house over the weekend. A lot of you, if you aren't already, feeling a bit of a lift. If you're feeling a bit of uncertainty or more of the deeper spiritual foggier kind of energy. Now when Mercury leaves, this is our mind, so there'll be a bit of clarity in general, I think, particularly next week once he gets well into your first house. And let's not forget, this is your ruler and he is exalted in your sign, so that I think that's going to be a big contributing factor. So I would say still this week it's good to again get that alone time, meditate on things. There's a lot of this spiritual energy unfolding for you. That's really your life path, is to surrender and detach and let go and work and learn more about that in your life. But once your ruler goes into the first, I think you'll notice a big pickup going into next week. All right, so that's the week in a nutshell. Mercury will be opposing up to Chiron. I want to mention. So over the weekend, you might be feeling a bit of healing, deep wounds perhaps coming to the surface. But know that this is more of a subjective, internal thing, not so much a reflection of the objective reality, if you know what I mean. So take it for what it is. It's an internal wound, and acceptance can be a great healing energy to work with. And the degree of this will, of course, depend on your personal charts. Venus will be trining up to Neptune over the weekend, so there is some more positive energy going into the first. You've had Venus in your first house. You could be emphasizing relationships at the moment, enjoying things in life, cultivating your values and all that can certainly be emphasized. And over the weekend, perhaps easygoing with relationships, maybe with your values, enjoying things, maybe even a bit of that adventurousness, since Venus does rule your ninth. And that's Jupiter in your first too. So it's a lot to learn. There's a lot of expansion taking place, whether it's quite literal, such as through travel and that kind of adventure or nature, but internally too, such as through philosophy, wisdom. Your mind's expanding at the moment, and I think with all this positive energy, it can certainly assist you in doing that. All right, so this week, certainly the emphasis on the new moon, which will be on Friday, very close to Jupiter, seeing potentials and possibilities in life, particularly pertaining to you and the things you want in life, your personal needs, your independence, with, of course, balance and moderation, but it's very important, obviously, to have good goals in life, good self-awareness, good energy, momentum. It's an excellent time to maybe get some physical exercise, right? That kind of a thing. But all in all, setting new intentions for the next 12 months. All right, so Virgos, have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next week.